Hello and welcome to Dark Souls, a deep dive into the dark. I'm Dustin and this is Lion Small Gaming. Today we're going to be rocking the brass armor set, along with Lucerne, the Silver Knight Shield, and a Pyromancy Flame, Ascended Pyromancy Flame +5. First things first, we're going to head down here and turn in the Firekeeper Soul.
You have agreed to link the fire. I thank you sincerely. Finally, the curse of the undead will be lifted, and I can die human. I am powerless, but I will do all that I can. Please, save us all. Please.
And we're just going to go ahead and reinforce our Estus Flask. And now we're at +3. So we are headed down to New Londo. It's finally time for us to dive into the land of ghosts. The flooded city. And personally, the top half of it is probably my least favorite area in the game, which is always great. But I might have a plan that can work against them pretty well. So as we descend down, we can get a good look at this armor. You can see all the emblazons on it. All the markings. As we head down, there's all these undead. That not work? I've never really used undead rapport. Huh. Interesting. We'll figure something out. But as we travel down, there's an undead here. Behind him's the S-Dock. The largest of the thrusting swords can pierce an armored knight in one thrust. The blade is also sharp, allowing slicing as well. And further down past here, we find the crestfallen warrior. And now we're going to try this. Nope, didn't work. I don't know how this ability works then. But as you can see, the Lucerne is very effective. And I'm using the Leo ring with it as well to increase its piercing damage. But the Crestfallen Warrior comes down here after you have awakened Frampt. We get 2 transient curses, which we've already gotten a hold of. We're going to go ahead and throw a couple on, because we're going to need them. And, strangely enough, there's these blue flames. I associate them to the will-o-wisps from multiple different mythologies. I don't know really how else to explain them in the game's logic, but they aren't really addressed. But then there's these ghosts. And, oh, with that, these ghosts can only be hit when you're under the effect of a transient curse, if you are cursed, or if you have one of the cursed weapons, being one of them is a weapon that they can drop, another is the Great Sword of Artorias that you get from Sif that you... There's 2 different versions of the one that you can make from Sif. Here's another Firekeeper Soul. Uh-oh, got grabbed. That hurt. Let's fix that. And I believe there's one more, I'm not sure of it though. But we got that Firekeeper Soul. Soul of a long-lost firekeeper. Each firekeeper is a corporeal manifestation of her bonfire and a draw for humanity which is offered to her. Her soul is gnawed by infinite humanity and can boost the power of precious Estus flasks. It can be used to gain humanity and restore HP at the cost of losing the firekeeper's soul to reinforce the Estus flask. So there's that. And you can very well come down here and get this Estus, or this firekeeper soul almost immediately. It's very feasible. If you look down, you can see that there's a cliff down here. But if you break open this pot, you can get more transient curses. The ghost can also drop transient curses. 2 at a time, I believe. So if you're ever running low, just try to kill as many ghosts as you can with a high item discovery to try to improve your chances. But as you travel through here, these ghosts will just come out of nowhere. And you kind of just want to take care of them as you go, move slowly. For most of the time. There's a few moments where you'll be absolutely surrounded. And there's a few cheap ones like that. But if you have at least a relatively strong weapon, at... Ooh, where are you at? You're down below me, you bastard. At least plus 10, you can usually one-shot these enemies. Oh, cool. There's a jagged ghost blade. Additionally, one of the weapons like this can be used to defeat the ghost without being cursed. Jagged blade wielded by new Londo ghosts. Violent thrust attack. One of the cursed weapons inflicts damage to ghosts. Additionally, you can have the actual curse debuff, which cuts your health in half, but you stay that way permanently, and that will also let you hit the ghosts. You get a parrying dagger here. What? There we go. And let's go ahead and look at that. This dagger is useful after parrying and is normally equipped in the left hand. A favorite of the Knights of Kareem, who are famous for fighting without a shield. And you can see that it's a respectable weapon. It's meant to be used in the left hand. You got another jagged ghost blade. As you walk around this corner from the fog wall, you'll find a unique enemy. This ghost has a baby, and they will shoot lightning at you. There's some more transient curses. And the lightning actually shoots out of the baby's mouth, which is odd. You can kick down this ladder. You can notice that there's ghosts up there, ready to attack you. But if you run right through, you can grab this item, and then the ghost will make its way towards you. Uh-oh, my curse wore out. Yep, can't block them when you're not cursed anymore either. Unfortunately, that happens sometimes. I will meet you guys back there. And we are back. And this time our curse is still active. Sadly, we can't reach him yet. There we go. And one way to keep track of your curse... Oh, can I really not grab that because it's too high? That's unfortunate. Is to just have your transient curses up on your items. And then you can see them when it'll become back to normal whenever you're able to use them again. Which means your curse is worn off. These guys, unfortunately, are going to follow me. But we are going to try to head down the ladder now. See what we can see and take care of them down there. Here they come. Curse is still up. Gotta back up to bring them over here. And we got them. 2 more transient curses. You can walk along the bottom here. But strangely enough, there's not a whole lot of interest here. Not really sure why this is here. Like, this ladder is here, to be completely honest. Unless it's something I don't know. But, oh, probably because you can come from up there to land down here and skip a bunch of it. But other than that, I'm unsure. It's a small shortcut in a weird way. Because you could travel from... No? I don't know. I'm at a loss. Somebody in the comments knows why that ladder's there and, like, has an actual reason, I'd love to know it. But from here, we can head into what appears to be a large cathedral, and there's a man standing up there. You can see the large gates. And you can see out into the Valley of the Drakes. I'd really like if my thing were off now. It's gotta be close. So I'm actually gonna... Oh, I'm being attacked. Oh, fun. Here we go. No, no, no. You come here. No, come on. You know you wanna. Come on out to play. Took care of some of them. Bring this one up. No, 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 no. You come here. Bastard. I gotta keep a close eye on my curse, because it's definitely about to wear off. There we go. Took care of them. There it is. And now we can head inside again, with the curse active again. So we're gonna head down here first. This building is literally full of ghosts. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna come over here, snag ourselves a green titanite shard. We're gonna back into the corner of this room, wait for them to come closer. Try to. Come here, you bastard. There we go. And we can head back over here. There's a ghost waiting for us there. Ooh, I missed. And you can get a large soul of a nameless soldier here. And that is the way we need to head. However, I'd like to deal with the ghosts first. So we're going to continue around this way. I'm going to draw all the ghosts to us now. And try to take care of them. That one's in the wall. There we go. As we walk outside here, there's another ghost that'll spawn, and the curse bite ring's right here. And the curse bite ring is the last of the bite rings. One of the infamous bite rings commissioned by Sir Arstor of Kareem. Despite the dreadful rumors surrounding its creation, this ring is an unmistakable asset in its ability to help prevent curses. Having gotten that, I'm going to head back around and back up top into this section of the room. Try to find our other ghost friends. There they are. You want to try to deal with them from outside of the room as effectively as you can, because the second you go into that room, they all surround you. Oh, and I've just been targeted. That's good. You, sir, need to come down. Oh, hello. Please stop. I would like to live. And this is partially why we have the Silver Knight Shield. It's highly resistant to lightning. I need you to come out here. There we go. We took care of the baby one. If you come around this corner, get your hands on the Soul of a Proud Knight. And there's some more ghosts above you. So we're just going to bring them over this way. There it is. Come on. There we go. Took care of that one. You can look out and see the staircase we were just on. And if you head all the way back around, there's nothing in these pots. There should be some more ghosts, unless I got rid of them all already. We'll find out. But as you climb up this ladder, you can find yourselves with a man.
Well, this is a surprise. I get few visitors, save for ghosts. You have the Lord Vessel. Very impressive. I know exactly what your intentions are. You seek the four kings whom I guard over. This is the key to the seal.
Thank you, good sir.
The four kings slumber in the deepest chamber of the ruins. Use this key to break the seal and open the floodgates. Oh, and do not forget, the dark wraiths reside in a dark void called the Abyss. But the Abyss is no place for ordinary mortals. Although, long ago, the knight Artorias traversed the Abyss. If you can find him and learn from him, the Abyss may prove surmountable.
Well, alright. Well, I figure we can travel the rest of the way up until the Abyss, then. And then we'll go find Artorias. But now that we've cleared out those ghosts, we want to re-equip our curse. Oh, dang it, Dustin. This guy also sells things. I forgot to show that. So we're gonna go back up. This is Ingward, by the way. His name is Ingward.
Hello there. What is it? The key to the seal is now in your hands. I will help you in any way possible.
So you can break your curse, and you can purchase transient curses from him, and he also sells resist curse.
New Londo was sacrificed to contain the Dark Wraiths. Mark my words, the Dark Wraiths are the enemies of man and any living thing that has a soul. They were never meant to roam again.
So, Ingward is the third of the sealers, and the only one that remained behind in New Londo to watch over the seal. But with resist curse, we're going to go ahead and look at that. It's a sorcery. Dang it, went the wrong way. Sorcery of the Red-Robed Remedition, Ingward, Guardian of the Seal in New Londo. Sacrifice humanity to undo curse. Abhorrent curses eat away at the core of one's very existence, and cleansing oneself of curses is no easy task indeed. So you can sacrifice one of your humanity to get the curse taken away. With the key in hand, we're going to head over here. And over here. And that is the direction we need to travel. But first, we're going to head up to these stairs. Grab ourselves this item over here. Which is humanity. And you can see that there's an item on this roof. So if we are to come over here and roll off, we can run over and grab it. We can get ourselves another rare ring of sacrifice, which is nice to have. Let's take a look at that key. Key to the floodgates of New Londo, which seal away the four kings who fell to the dark. The sealers flooded New Londo to banish the dark wraiths and the four kings. The agonizing decision was made with the realization that countless lives and the robust culture of the city would be lost. The victims now roam the ruins as ghosts. So the ghosts we've been fighting are just the victims of this flooding, the former citizens of New Londo. It's an unfortunate truth. So you can either drop into the cathedral, or you can drop off. Maybe. Like that. I almost fell off. That was bad. But having dropped off here, we can head back over here. There's an elevator. But it doesn't do anything. But we open up this door. Push this lever. And those drakes are very water resistant. So we unflood New Londo, opening up the bottom floor. We're going to travel up this staircase. Find ourselves looking into the city again. And on the other side, looking towards the other half of a bridge. The bridge that used to span the gap and connect to more of the city that has now just fallen to ruins. And we get a composite bow. Composite bow, emphasizing power, requires more strength than standard bows. However, its range is shorter, making it unfit for sniping. As we head back down, we can pull this lever now. And the elevator will rise. Granting us access to the area below. As you step outside, you can see the floor of bodies of those that were drowned. You see how many of them were pushed out by the flood as we open the floodgates. And looking up there, you can see the first Dark Wraith. You no longer need your transient curses. Just the massive amount of bodies in here. Here's our first Dark Wraith fight. They use a item called the Dark Hand as their shield, and they have the Dark Wraith sword. Or the Dark Sword, I think is what it's called. They are parryable. I'll see if I can get one. He's gonna kick me. Stop it! I'll parry another one. I'm actually gonna switch my Leo ring to the gold ring. Gold Covetous Serpent ring. Because we're gonna be in need of that. I don't believe there's anything in these pots either. There are not. If you listen carefully, you can hear another Dark Wraith coming for you. Perhaps he stopped. Sorry, that was my phone. Thought it was on silence. Here's a Dark Wraith. Guarding a fog wall. And a large soul of a proud knight. Man, I had a different plan for those ghosts, and it just didn't work out. I wasn't able to do it. I was going to Iron Flesh and walk in and just Firestorm and kill them all, but they decided that they just wanted to come at me one at a time. So, that's unfortunate, but it worked. We open up this doorway, or walk through this white light, fog wall. You hear a sliming monster. Here's a Dark Wraith. See if we can get a parry off. There we go. Oh, I missed that. Luckily, they take a long time to recover from their attacks. So you can usually get a backstab as long as you don't get staggered. They do have a combo attack where they will just drain your health. But over there is the monster that we're trying to avoid fighting. But we're going to have to fight anyways. And you can see that he has some stupid reach. And they can release those skulls. Ideally, you want to try to draw them over towards the doorway, because there's another Dark Wraith over there that I'd rather not fight at the same time. And it takes a bit, but if you can lead them over here, that will degrade your equipment. Would you come over here? There we go. A trick I've learned is that if you bring them over to the doorway, they actually cannot reach you, and you can also get a good look, except for that attack, but that attack's easy to dodge. You notice that they have a giant skull. Yeah, they can't hit you from here. So you just kind of back up, whack them every once in a while, stay out of their way. And take them down. They have an absolute ton of health. Damn it. Oh no, it slows you down. That's what these ones do. I think that might be, honestly, the first time I've ever been hit by that move. Which, this is actually way worse than degrading your equipment. You can notice that they're unaffected by the skull's explosion. But, that's how you take care of them. There's another one of them. The other one is not nearly as hard to deal with as that one. I'm going to go ahead and detonate these skulls. And right here on the right side is another Dark Wraith. Missed that parry. Here's their Dark Hand. That's the combo you want to worry about. but you can manage to take care of them pretty easily. And get another humanity. Traveling up this staircase. Leads you up here to the second floor. Getting a soul of a brave warrior. And if you continue this way, all the way around, rounding this corner, leads you to a staircase. Take the staircase up. Carefully traverse the area over to this chest. And you get yourself the very large ember. This item is very important. Ember required for weapon ascension. Huge ember of the highest quality. Handled by the blacksmith of Asura. Ascension for plus 10 weapons, standard weapons, allows reinforcement to plus 15, on par with the greatest weapons of legend. So we now have access to upgrading weapons to plus 15, which is huge. But we can go ahead and head down after this. You can go ahead and just roll down from here. And we are back down in the room we were in. Heading forward from here, we have another Dark Wraith. And that is precisely why you have to be very careful. Because they will mess you up. They have a grab attack where they'll try to steal your humanity, but he hasn't been doing it. You can get Titanite chunks from them as a common drop for them. Common with air quotes. It's their more common drop. Get a large soul of a proud knight here. Additionally, looking up right here, you can see that this is the entrance that we came in. Right... It's hard to see. Hold on. Let me reposition a little better. Right there is the bridge that we walked across. So if you come over here, and right out there is where you got the Firecreeper soul. If you walk over to this corner, you can drop down right here and have a shortcut back down. Don't have to deal with the ghost at all. And standing on this side, you can also see that there is a walkway on the other side of this wall, which tells you that this is an illusory wall. And right over there you have a Dark Wraith. I don't know why I can't parry that one. That's the grab attack. If you get grabbed, they will steal your humanity and do a ton of damage. So don't let them grab you. Walking across this slim bridge, this Dark Wraith was guarding a chest, and inside the chest, it's another Titanite chunk. Additionally, if you walk over here, you get some cracked red eye orbs. And down here, you can find another Dark Wraith. The easiest way, by far, to deal with them is to just kind of circle them on a big attack, backstab them, and finish them. And there's another Titanite chunk. You can see out here that this is your pathway back down to the entrance. Don't drop down, you can fall off, and then have to walk all the way around. And then right here leads you right back down to where we came in, and that was the item that we could see over there with the cracked red eye orbs. There isn't much on the right side, just a drop-off to death. You can still see that most of New Londo is still flooded. We're just on a higher level still. You can get a large soul of a proud knight here. And here you want to equip another transient curse, because there's a few more ghosts in here. We've got attention of a dark wraith. We're going to bring him down here. Here's the other dark wraith. Get hit by that every time. That was close. Gonna back off from that slime monster until I get my health back. The dark wraith did drop an item, and oddly enough, I managed to kill him at the same time that his dark hand was on, so there's that. And that takes care of that. Get another Titanite chunk. Skulls are still on the opposite side. I don't know where the ghosts are. They normally attack you by now. We're going to detonate these skulls. Back in this corner, find yet another chest. Inside of it is another Titanite chunk. I don't know where the ghosts are. Maybe they're the ones that I killed earlier, and they just happen to have a pull range that you can get down here. I'm not sure. That's highly possible, actually. As a matter of fact, thinking about it, I think those are the ones that get pulled from the bridge if you don't go down on the ladder. Or they're the ones from, you know what? They're the ones from back in the cathedral area that you just happen to get into the pull range. I don't know if they're intentional. I've never actually fully cleared this place in one run before. I usually stop back at the back at the bonfire because I know that you can jump down. So you learn new things every time. There's another dark wraith around this corner. Every time, Dustin. I'm not gonna waste a bunch of time right now. The other drop that's possible from the Dark Wraiths is you can get a Titanite slab for them at a 0.1% chance drop. Yes, 0.1. 1 out of 1,000 kills. Of course, that's increased with item discovery, so instead of 1 out of 1,000, it's 4 out of 1,000. It takes an absolute eternity to get these. But if you are very desperate for Titanite slabs, then you can kill them and get them. It's one way that you can get your armor to maxed out to plus 10 on everything really early on. You're welcome to do that if you'd like. From here on, there's an item that we do not have, known as the Covenant of Artorias, that you get from fighting another boss. If you do not have it, you cannot traverse the abyss, so I'm putting on a Ring of Sacrifice to show you what happens when you try to without it. You just travel down the staircase, all the way to the bottom, or you can jump, if you're confident in being able to thread the needle. I find it easier just to walk down. There's no enemies, no threats. Because you can clip these ledges and take fall damage and die. But if you walk all the way to the bottom, Forgot how long the staircase is. Holy cow. All the way to the bottom. You can see that there's just blackness below, but this is where we're supposed to go for the boss arena. And we're going to jump off with our Ring of Sacrifice. You just die immediately and fade into the abyss. Let's talk with Framp, see if he has anything to say.
I am pleased to see you well. Is it something urgent?
I guess not. While we're here, we're going to go ahead and feed Framp our gold and silver medals, because I'm tired of seeing them in my inventory. As soon as I get down to them. Or coins, I'm sorry. There we go. Additionally, if you're really wanting to get the maximum out of your stuff, all breakable souls sell for 500. So if anything larger than the large soul of a lost undead is not worth selling to Frampt, but the souls of the lost undead and anything smaller than that are definitely worth it because they're worth 500 to sold to Frampt, and they break for 200, 400, and one of them called a fading soul sells for 50, or is breakable but for 50.
Farewell, chosen undead. I remain here and await thee.
But with that, we're going to go ahead and level up. We're going to throw another point into our strength. And that is going to be it for this time, guys. Meet me back here next time as we take on the steps to start the DLC. We have to go find Artorias. And until then, don't you dare go hollow.